When we think of the age of dinosaurs, our minds invariably conjure images of colossal beasts. The ground-shaking tread of a tyrannosaurus, the immense, long-necked form of a brachiosaurus silhouetted against a primeval sunset. These giants have, quite understandably, captured our collective imagination for generations. They were the undisputed rulers of their world, monuments of flesh and bone that testify to the sheer scale life can achieve. But this picture, this vision of a world populated only by titans, is incomplete. The prehistoric world was far more complex, more nuanced, than this singular focus on size would suggest. Parallel to the reign of these giants, another quieter story was unfolding. In the undergrowth, in the dense forests and across the arid plains, a different kind of dinosaur thrived. These were the miniatures, the small and the swift. For them, size was not a measure of dominance but a key to survival. Being small meant you could hide from the colossal predators that roamed the land. It meant you needed less food, a crucial advantage in a world of constant competition. It allowed for agility, for speed, for the ability to exploit niches in the environment that were completely inaccessible to their larger relatives. This is the world we will explore today, a world where being small was not a disadvantage, but a brilliant evolutionary strategy. We will journey back in time to meet the diminutive dinosaurs that scurried, fluttered, and darted through the shadows of their giant kin. These creatures, often overlooked, are a testament to the incredible diversity of life and the myriad ways nature finds to flourish. Their story is just as compelling, just as vital to understanding this lost world as that of any giant. Join me as we uncover the secrets of the prehistoric world's tiniest titans. Our journey begins in the late Jurassic period, in what is now modern-day China. Here, in the dappled light of the forest floor, lived a creature of remarkable delicacy, the Epidexipteryx. This was not a dinosaur of brute force, but one of intricate design. Scarcely larger than a modern-day pigeon, its entire body could have rested comfortably on a human foot. Its very name, meaning display feather, hints at its most extraordinary feature. It possessed long, ribbon-like tail feathers, not for flight, but perhaps for something equally important in the grand drama of life, communication and courtship. It was a living ornament, a tiny jewel in the vast Jurassic wilderness. For a creature so small, every day was a dance with a danger. Its diminutive size was both its greatest vulnerability and its most effective defense. It could navigate the dense undergrowth with an agility its larger cousins could never hope to match, darting between ferns and cycads. Its diet, likely, consisted of insects, larvae, and perhaps even the eggs of other small animals, resources too meager to sustain a larger predator. Epidexipteryx represents a fascinating branch of the dinosaur family tree. A theropod that was experimenting with feathers long before flight became a defining characteristic, proving that even the smallest players had a significant role in the evolutionary epic. Now, we travel forward to the early Cretaceous, to a world teeming with new forms of life. Here we encounter one of the most astonishing discoveries in all of paleontology, the Microraptor. This creature truly challenges our definition of what a dinosaur could be. It was astonishingly small, with a body no bigger than a crow's, easily fitting within the palm of a human hand. Its fossilized remains, preserved in exquisite detail, revealed something utterly unexpected. It had not 2 wings, but 4. Long, asymmetrical flight feathers adorned not only its arms but also its legs, creating a unique biplane-like structure. This 4-winged configuration suggests Microraptor was not a powerful flyer like a modern bird, but an expert glider. It would have climbed trees, perhaps using its sharp claws, and launched itself into the air, gliding from branch to branch through the prehistoric canopy. This was a world above the ground, a life lived amongst the leaves, far from the terrestrial giants below. Its dark, iridescent feathers, revealed through microscopic analysis of pigment cells, would have shimmered in the sunlight, much like a starling's today. Microraptor was a dazzling demonstration of evolution's creativity, a tiny, 4-winged wonder that conquered the Cretaceous skies in its own unique way. Our exploration takes us to the skies of Cretaceous Australia, a very different environment from the forests of Asia. Here, soaring alongside the giant pterosaurs, was a creature named Nenantius, belonging to a group of early birds known as Enantiornithians, or opposite birds. It represents a fascinating side branch of avian evolution that ultimately did not survive the Great Extinction. Nanantius was minuscule, with a wingspan comparable to that of a modern sparrow or finch. It was a creature of the air, a tiny speck against the vast prehistoric sky. Its small size would have allowed it to exploit a niche unavailable to the larger flying reptiles. It likely hunted insects on the wing, a nimble and agile predator, darting through the air with precision. Its fossil remains are fragmentary, giving us only tantalizing glimpses into its life. But what we have suggests a creature perfectly adapted to its environment, a testament to the fact that the skies were not solely the domain of giants like Quetzalcoatlus. The air was a complex ecosystem, filled with creatures of all sizes, each playing their part. Nanantius reminds us that for every giant, there were countless smaller, equally successful creatures living in their shadow. In this harsh and unforgiving landscape, survival demanded speed and efficiency. Here lived Parvicursor, a dinosaur whose name means small runner, and, well, it was aptly named. This creature was extraordinarily small, its entire body measuring no longer than a small bottle of water, and weighing less than a bag of sugar. It was one of the smallest non-avian dinosaurs ever discovered, a true miniature of the Mesozoic world. Its most striking feature was its legs, which were incredibly long and slender in proportion to its body. These legs were not built for power, but for pure, unadulterated speed. Parvicursor was a sprinter, capable of dashing across the desert sands to chase down small prey like insects and lizards, or more importantly, to escape from the many predators that shared its environment. Its arms, in stark contrast, were short and stubby, with a single powerful claw on each hand. This suggests they may have been used for digging, perhaps to unearth termite mounds, or to create burrows to escape the desert heat. Parvicursor was a specialist, a creature perfectly honed by its extreme environment to a life of speed and stealth. Let's return to the late Jurassic forests of China, a hotbed of feathered dinosaur evolution. Living alongside Epidexipteryx was a related, yet distinct, creature, Eosinopteryx. Its name, meaning dawn feather wing, speaks to its place in the early history of feathered flight. It was larger than some of the other miniatures we have met, roughly the size of a modern-day chicken, but still dwarfed by the majority of its dinosaur contemporaries. What makes Eosinopteryx so fascinating is what it appears to lack. Unlike Microraptor, its legs and feet were remarkably free of long feathers, suggesting they were built for running on the ground. Its tail was also short and bony, unlike the long, feathered tails of many other related species. This combination of features paints a picture of a creature that was primarily terrestrial. It was a fast runner, chasing prey through the undergrowth. While it had feathered wings, they may have been used for short, clumsy bursts of flight to escape danger or to help it scramble up inclines rather than for sustained aerial travel. Eosinopteryx offers a crucial insight. The evolution of feathers and flight was not a single, linear path. It was a story of experimentation with different species adapting these new features for very different lifestyles. Also inhabiting the Jurassic forests of China, a contemporary of our previous two examples, was Anchiornis. Its name, Nearbird, is a profound statement about its place in the story of life. It was a small animal, comparable in size to a house cat, and like Microraptor it possessed a stunning four-winged body plan. Feathers covered its arms, its legs, and even its feet, creating a vast surface area. The preservation of Anchiornis fossils is so exceptional that scientists have been able to map the original color patterns of its plumage. It was a striking creature, with a body of gray and black, a dramatic red crest on its head, and bold white stripes on its wings. This incredible detail allows us to picture this animal not as a drab fossil, but as a vibrant living being. It likely lived a life split between the trees and the ground, perhaps not a graceful glider like Microraptor, but using its feathered limbs to move through its complex forest home. The existence of Anchiornis, living millions of years before the first true birds, provides undeniable evidence for the dinosaurian origin of birds. It is not merely a dinosaur, nor is it quite a bird. It is a perfect snapshot of evolution in action, a beautiful transitional form that bridges one of the most famous gaps in the history of life. Our final dinosaur is perhaps one of the most famous of the small theropods, Compsognathus. It lived in the late Jurassic in what is now Europe, scampering across the islands that dotted the Tethys Sea. For a long time it held the title of the smallest known dinosaur. roughly the size of a small fox or a turkey. Its name, meaning elegant jaw, refers to its delicate slender skull, filled with small sharp teeth. It was a bipedal carnivore, a swift and agile hunter, perfectly proportioned for a life of speed. Its long tail would have acted as a counterbalance, allowing it to make sharp turns as it pursued its prey. What makes Compsognathus so special is the quality of its fossil remains. In the stomach cavity of one specimen, scientists found the remains of its last meal, a small, fast-moving lizard. This gives us a direct window into its behavior and its place in the food web. It wasn't tackling large prey. It was a specialist hunter of small, agile animals. Compsognathus demonstrates that the classic theropod body plan, bipedal, carnivorous and fast, was not just a blueprint for giants like T-Rex, but could be scaled down with devastating effectiveness, creating a formidable predator in a tiny package. Our journey through the world of the small has revealed a side of the Mesozoic era that is often forgotten. We have seen that the age of dinosaurs was not just an age of giants, it was an age of incredible diversity, where life, in all its wonderful forms, found a way to thrive. From the four-winged gliders in the treetops to the swift sprinters of the desert plains, these small dinosaurs were not evolutionary footnotes. They were masters of their own domains, perfectly adapted to their unique niches. They were the insect hunters, the seed eaters, and the nimble survivors scurrying in the shadows. Their size, far from being a weakness, was their greatest strength. It allowed them to access food sources, hide from predators, and conquer environments in ways their colossal relatives never could. They were the engine of ecological complexity in their time, forming a vital part of the food web that supported the entire prehistoric ecosystem. Without these small creatures, the world of the giants simply could not have existed. They were, and are, a crucial piece of the puzzle in understanding this magnificent and lost world. And perhaps their most profound legacy is the one that surrounds us today. As we have seen, it was from small feathered dinosaurs like these that one of the most successful groups of animals on the planet evolved, the birds. Every time we see a sparrow on a branch or a pigeon in a city square, we are looking at a direct descendant of these tiny prehistoric survivors. The story of the small dinosaurs is not one of extinction, but of astonishing endurance and transformation. It is a story that continues to unfold all around us, a quiet but powerful reminder of the enduring power of life.